Morning, friends. I've had some technical difficulties this morning with my video making. So I'd like for you to pause the video and grab your tea box, get your hot water boiled, and then come back to the video and we'll talk about our tea ritual that we are going to have here and give you kind of a template for the ones that you can do this week. So grab your video. Grab your box. Welcome back. Let's take a moment here together. You can place your hand. I invite you to sit up in your seat. Find your seat. If you're sitting on, sitting in a chair, on the floor, just feel the support beneath you. I'm sitting in a chair, so I've got the support beneath my bum, support beneath my feet. And I'm just going to invite you, if you feel comfortable, to close your eyes or relax your gaze. And if you would like to place your hands on your body somewhere that feels supportive, we're just going to start to notice our breath here. And we're just going to take a moment of silence, invite spirit in. I'm just going to notice our breath. Maybe you will take a collective breath together now. So we'll breathe in. Breathe out. Morning, friends. So in our kit, in our toolbox this month with our lunar cycle, we have 3 candles. So it's an invitation for a 3-day ritual. We have golden black tea from Nepal that I ordered from Mountain Rose Herbs. And we have rose petals. And you should have some boiled water in a cup of your choice. So I did make this video before and I messed up because it got cut off and I didn't realize it. So I already have my tea poured. But I'm going to make another one here. So we are at the end of the lunar cycle. The worm moon, as it's called by the Anishinaabe, which is the people's land that I live on, or the people that live here with me in spirit, along with the pioneers, and it's the people that actually live here now, and the plants and the animals. So we're going to take a little teaspoon of our black tea. I have a little tray that I like to do it over so I can not spill my good stuff. And then we'll take a little, about the same amount, which you can choose, of rose. Now, and for this ritual, you also have a medallion, a token, and these are waning moon called worm. So these are we are using the waning energy of the worm moon. And this is Chastity, Jennifer, and Addie. we emerge. So when my friend made these, and they're just terracotta. Shit, I have a bunch of them. So I painted these for us with the intention of supporting you in this ritual, and this ritual for identifying, perhaps maybe coming into playful relation with whatever emerged for you this month. But not just this month, right? Because we build, our lunar cycle builds, and we're building in a spiral. So this lunar cycle is like no other. And what emerged may be something positive. Try to take the negative positive out of it. So try to look at it with unbiased, right, thinking, and with an assets approach. So if traditionally we may consider it something negative, like an emergence of a fear that you didn't know you had, or the reason for a fear that you have, that may seem like negative, but actually it's informing you something really important about yourself. So that's an asset. That's a learning experience. So we'll put our little tea bag in our cup, and I'm going to pretend, because I already did it, but I'm going to pour some more hot water in my teacup. And we should have already lit our candle, which I did earlier, so I'm a little off, but that's okay, right? So we're going to light our candle. Our tea is brewing. We've taken a moment here to settle in, and we're just kind of just chatting about what this playful little ritual is for us. So I'm going to wear mine today, and I'll probably wear it for the rest of the week while I'm doing my ceremony, until I'm going to do this ceremony personally. I'm going to do a little tea ceremony every morning with this curiosity until our new moon, which I think is in like 5 days. So I'm going to just say a little bit about the tea. The black tea, to me, it is caffeinated. It is antioxidant. So it's it's a focus cleansing kind of thing, maybe. And so anything that you put with it, so if you were thinking about smudging, so say you were smudging with sage to clear out bad energy, or clear out stagnant energy, and then you bring in another element such as sweetgrass to inform that space or influence it in a new way. So we're bringing in rose petals today, and that is going to inform our meditation. So we're going to ask for the assistance every day of the tea to give us focus for our meditation, and then we're going to ask for anything we add to it to be accentuated by the tea, and help us with our experience. So at this time, I just kind of invite you to smell your tea. You can kind of see now the black tea is optimally a 3 to 5 minute brew, and by looking at our timer, I have had that, so I'm going to just squeeze that out. You may not have had that yet. So we can wait a few minutes to finish brewing for you, but I don't want mine to get bitter. And you, so for the next 3 days, you will do similar setup, and then you choose another addition. So you use the black tea. You can use the roses again, because you probably have a lot. So if you really enjoyed that. Other ideas are lemon, cinnamon, basil, Tulsi basil, mint. So it's really what's calling to you. So you can do this as a very playful, intuitive, you're not going to mess anything up experiment. And like I said, you can see how that herb, you can, take notes and kind of come into relation with how that herb brought out thoughts, emotions, sensations, memories, smells, there's whatever kind of comes up from your internal. Realize that the plant is communicating with you, and also not just communicating with you, but is building a bridge to your intuition. So as we sit together and really sniff our tea, and we can taste it. Rose is one of my favorite things to drink. It's so outside of what I would have done growing up. So when I discovered it, it was like, oh, because I just love roses, and I love flowers, and I love that a rose, when you drink it, feels like you're watching it or looking at it. So you're drinking in the rose. So as we drink in the rose with the focused accompaniment of the tea, I'm going to ask you, if you like, you can gently close your eyes, and hopefully, if you don't have like a piece of paper and your journal, I'm sure, knowing you guys, it's close by, and you can always grab that after this. But I'm going to ask you to just kind of drink your tea, look out your window, look at your workspace or your living room or your meditation room or your family, and just ask yourself maybe, and these are questions, and I'm glad you don't have your journal with you, because sometimes we ask ourselves questions and we try so hard to answer them immediately, and what we really want to ask and do is play. So we want to make space for that to be asked, and for there to be a pause, and for that to come out when it's ready to come out to you at the most opportune time for you to get an asset, for you to learn from what is trying to be expressed to you. So we're like priming the pump, we're seeding the questions. What has emerged for me this warm moon, this lunar cycle, this wormy moon? What's emerging? What's popping up out of the ground for me? And I may have mentioned already, because I've made a couple of videos before, like don't give bias to it. Like it doesn't have to be like a positive thing. Yes, hi Bo. And it like, don't call it positive or negative, because everything can inform. And sometimes if we only try to focus on what we think is a positive emergence, we miss out on something really big that is a very good, healthy self-care boundary that we may be needing to place or tend to, So what has emerged for me this warm lunar cycle? I invite you to go in and ask this question as you drink your tea. And then another question I came up with about this was that I invite you to ask yourself, and all of this is optional, what has come to my awareness in my environment, internal and external, that I was in the dark about before? So that that I didn't know. Another question. So another one is, that you can ask about that. When things do come up, you can ask another question. Do I consider these things that are coming up, do I consider them individually a contractive sensation in my body or an expansive to my energy? So does it feel contractive or does it feel expansive? Does it feel depleting or does it feel replenishing? And this is a cycle, so none of these are bad, but it's important for us to start to discern. Is it bringing dis-ease in my body so that it's telling me this is not good for me? Or is it bringing restoration? And do I want more of it? Do I want, to have that come out more? Or stay in more? Do I want to bring it in more? So inviting you to do this, just, for 3 days, is what I have, down here. And, it's like a 5 to 15 minute little ritual, that you can do in the morning. And then you can kind of carry it with you through your day. And, I use my notes on my phone a lot to journal. If I'm, even a video journal sometimes. And I also have this little thing I play with myself, whereas if I hear, I hear this idea, and oh my God, I want to write that idea down. And oh my God, I'm going to write it down, and I'm out in the woods. And I'm really enjoying being out in the woods. And I don't want to really have to go down that road of that really wonderful thought or super exciting idea. I remind myself that is maybe the first time I've had that idea. And the repetition of ideas is what manifests them into reality. So actually, by not writing it down immediately, I am exercising that muscle of remembering to put myself in a space where those good ideas come up. So being out in the woods, hanging out with you guys, making this video. So meditate on these questions, and as you prepare and hold your tea, and the black tea brings focus, and enhances the action of the other elements that we add. So we're asking for guidance from our tea in the matters of emerging. And each day, invite yourself to express guidance from the elements of your tea. And then, even if it's like the shame voice, that's important. It's asking to be heard. Why in the world, why in the world would it be asking to be heard? How can I support myself more is what, to me, when I hear nowadays, when I hear, who do you think you are? And all that, I'm like, okay, so this is obviously a moment that I need more support in. And what can I do? Physically, what can I can make myself a cup of tea and take it with me to that meeting. I can wear a particular piece of jewelry. I do this often because I have many tokens that mean a lot to me. So I wear something and I take that person who gave it to me with me. Or I take that stone's energy with me. This is a really long video. I appreciate your time today, and I appreciate you bumbling through my first video of doing a little ritual tea with you. And I hope you have a wonderful week. And I hope if you have any questions about our little tea ritual that we're having, anything, obviously, just let me know. You guys both have my phone number, and you can text me. And I was going to make 3 videos, but I've got meetings this week because I have a new full-time job, which is very exciting. And scary at the same time. But today I'm gonna wear my Emergent pendant with me this week to some of my challenging things, and I'm gonna take you ladies, Jennifer, Addie, with me. So, salut, provecho. Love you, girls. Talk soon. Happy tea time.